All India Radio. In tonight's program of English, we feature an interview with Shankar K., an alumnus of IIT Delhi and a managing partner of a leading plastic recycling company at Karur. Titled, Waste is Not Wasted. Shri Shankar K. is interviewed by Shri G. Vijayakumar, a veteran broadcaster. This is a concluding part.
Welcome to the studio, Mr. Shankar. We were earlier talking about the technical and a little bit of intricacies of how to give up, do away or reduce the use of plastics in this country, which is very important both from the environmental point of view and from the health point of view. Now, let us talk about what you in your unit is particularly interested in. You might have started it as a polymer unit, maybe a decade ago or more than ago. But this concept of recycling, reuse has come very recently in terms of plastics. How do you adapt your company's philosophy into the requirements of the government today or requirements of the society today in your unit in Tamil Nadu?
Yeah. As I told you, I am a plastic technology, worked in companies relating to the recycling. In 2008, we started in remote place in center of Tamil Nadu, being a place reachable equal distance from all the cities. PET bottle is a heavier product, but bulky also it is. So it has to be brought from different locations. In the sense, the logistically makes sense if I am somewhere in the center of Tamil Nadu. That's how we chose the place. And it gives a lot of revenue to me as well as to the government. Why? Because otherwise, it goes to the ground. There is a revenue for the government.
Good. Well, now let us go into a more specific issue. We know about this person who is absolutely smart. His policies are smart and a very straightforward person. And anyone who is able to kind of imagine this person, can think in terms of very smartly dressed with a good waistcoat, blue color or brown color or whatever it is. I'm sure you have guessed it as much as the people have guessed it. We are talking about our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji. Yeah. And there is a connection between your company, you and Delhi. Yeah. The blue jacket with the green message that the Prime Minister was wearing when Prime Minister was replying to President's joint session of Parliament on the 8th of February.
Yeah, it was an excellent message to the entire country, people who are talking about sustainable products. So he didn't mention anything, he just wore it, but gave a message to everyone that it's a green message with a blue jacket.
And the world is still talking about it.
Yeah.
Tell us more about it, sir.
Yeah. See, the PET bottle recycling, we make a polyester fiber out of it. So we're selling the fiber. Then I thought, why not we do the final product? Instead of giving the fiber, then we started making yarn. We started making fabric and finally the garment. So we introduced the t-shirts in the market. And I was long, thinking, why not we create some new dress in Tamil Nadu. I used to look at the Prime Minister and used to enjoy and admire his dressing sense. So we felt, why not we develop a waistcoat? So that's how we developed it and started selling in North more. There was an inquiry from Indian Oil Corporation. Indian Oil Corporation is our customer. So they took some quantity, they admired our waistcoat, then they gave an order for some 200 waistcoats. We supplied. And then they also mentioned to me they're going to present it to the Prime Minister. And we made a special arrangements for the Prime Minister. It was given to them. Accordingly, it was delivered to him during Energy Week, G20 week at Bangalore. And much of our surprise, the very next day he came with the blue jacket. Really pleased. That is my long dream, decorating the Prime Minister with my simple product.
So decorating the Prime Minister is, of course, very, very unique and a very honorable thing to you. Yeah. But this line of extension that you have done in terms of polyester and going into the garment line, is it of a recent origin or different from what you have been doing, say 5, 6, 7 years ago or at the start of your factory? Or is this going to be more lucrative for you now in terms of production and cost and pricing?
See, 2008 we started collecting the bottle. 2014 we started making the fiber. And 18 we made the fabric. 20 we started the garment. I wanted to be a person who remains in the entire supply chain. A dirty bottle becoming a pretty garment. This is what we always say. You find people stopping with the bottle collection, stopping with making the fiber, stopping with the fabric. But I want to be end to end. That has given me the complete advantage. I would proudly say that we are the only company from dirty bottle to pretty garment present in the country.
Well, this kind of a micro approach, like you said, no collection of dirty bottle, and stopping with that and giving it to some other industry which they don't know much. Does it work better, or as you said, from the start to the end, from collecting the bottles to the manufacturing the end product, which is very, very nice and absolutely delightful product? Does it give you satisfaction, which is satisfying at one level mentally? Other one is which is economically better for. What do you think? Micromanagement is good, or you want the whole process to be under your umbrella?
See, I just watched my competitors. So majority of them are stopping in somewhere in between. So there's nobody who is doing end to end. So why not I get into that? That's how I got into it. Economically, every stage I make money in this. Business is always up and down. It's a cyclic business. You remain in one sector, you have 6 months good period and 6 months dull. Whereas in my case, when I'm there end to end, the cushion is there everywhere. So finally I win. I make more money compared to others.
That's good. Coming to your unit per se, who manages it? You are managing it, or you have got a family enterprise, or you have got employees? What kind of a technical expertise that you are having in your unit right now?
See, I'm the founder, started in 2008, being a plastic technologist, I started it. Later in 2012, my son joined, he's a mechanical engineer, and he is now completely running the show. And I've gone into developing new products, getting into the expansion. My wife, another IIT Madras, she has joined the business. She's taking care of complete business administration, system management, and HR. And also my daughter-in-law joined the business. Being a lawyer, she takes care of the company secretary items.
It's a family unit, but in a very professional manner.
Yeah.
That's very good. Interesting. Well, Mr. Shankar, you remember, but 5 years ago or even a decade ago, any Indian product or any Indian service, we used to compare it with US or definitely Europe. But now we have our neighbor China. What is your interaction with China in terms of product extension or competition? How do you look at Chinese market or Chinese product?
China is always a competitor to us, and we cannot, compete on the price angle. Any product you take it, but India being a large populated country, our own domestic consumption is very, very high, which China cannot entirely, cater to match. So the Indian product, there are people who are so, hell-bent on being Indian, buy Indian. So people buy Indian products. I'm very sure over a period, our economy will be certainly better than China. Quality-wise, quantity-wise, we lead the world.
Very well said, because we are going to lead the world in terms of quality of product and quantum of supplies, all right. So extending the same kind of thinking, where do you see your company, this particular product or more new products to be introduced? Where do you see yourself, say, from 5 or 10 years from now? Do you have a visionary program for this in terms of your family enterprise or yourself or your children?
See, we have a brand name. So, you know very well there are many international brands available in India, abroad. So, they're all known names. Okay, so why not my brand also be a known name over a period? Another 5 to 10 years time, I would like to have a retail stores in India to begin with, and then extend to other countries also, competing with the existing international brands. That's our vision.
Very well said. We definitely wish you achieve this. Well, our program, we have been talking about waste but not wasted. And you are making very good use of the polymer aspect of it. Is there any other extension of your idea that can work? Okay, this product is now being wasted in this country, or this product, nobody realizes that, this is going to waste. I can turn it into a wealth. Do you have any kind of a long-term or medium-term idea to turn anything else other than what you have been doing now, Mr. Shankar?
Yeah. See, our product is categorized as sustainable products. So this is from the plastics. But there are so many natural products available which are also sustainable. I am now working with the CSR laboratory, converting vegetable waste like your rice straw and then lotus stem and then flower waste, into a synthetic leather, so that you can avoid killing the animals, avoid the animal leather, getting into vegan leather. This vegan leather, over a period, we can make garments out of it. Being a winter clothing, also can be exported to many countries.
The vegan leather is what we can expect from out of your research, one can call it, in the next 5-10 years. Does it require any governmental support? What I'm asking you is, what kind of a support you have been getting from the government of India, and what do you expect them to do to make your research, to make your product reach out to larger number of people so that they get benefit out of it?
The government is certainly supporting us on different angle, including the subsidy part of it, even into R&D. They assist, and monetarily they assist, also physically, and they allow us to interact with the government laboratories like CSR, DRDO. They have so many products lined up for commercialization. So I took the initiative of approaching them. Why not we, make it a new product and add it to our fold? That's how we are working. Government is really supporting us.
Very good. So in conclusion, what I would ask you to do, Mr. Shankar, is imagine that, the Honorable Prime Minister has invited you to make a presentation on your product, which has already anyway used it. And he gives you a minute time to tell the world about your product and what it can do, how it has come into being. Tell us about it. Tell us what kind of a presentation you will do it.
I would first say, dream came true. Giving to the Prime Minister what I really wanted to start. He being an ambassador for my product and my business going to grow multifold and get into different countries. He is not only an Indian leader, he is an international leader. This very thing of, he wearing our product, it has reached many, many countries and given us invitation to come to their country and then develop the same, or being a partnering with the local sources and make it more. This is what he wanted.
Very well said. So our own Karur man will not only be a national figure, but in course of time will be an international figure, thanks to our Prime Minister partly, but very largely due to your initiative, your enterprise and your hard work. We wish you more and more luck in this field, Mr. Shankar. Thank you very much for your participation, and have a nice time. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Something wonderful for me. I will never forget it. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
You just listened to the concluding part of an interview titled Waste is Not Wasted with Shri Sankar K, an alumnus of IIT Delhi and a managing partner of a leading plastic recycling company at Karur. He was interviewed by Shri G. Vijayakumar, a veteran broadcaster. With that, we come to the end of this edition of Program in English.